What is up, everyone? This is Omegabalmung here, and back with the comic book pickups of the week. This week, I have a few pickups. Of course, I ordered a few books online. They came in a little earlier than I thought they would be, but it is what it is. I did pick up a few books. This actually was one of the books, or one of the weeks that I really didn't have to pick up anything much for new books, so I'm pretty excited for that. I actually read through them in one day. It usually takes me a day or a day and a half or something like that to read almost all the books that if I pick up a whole bunch of them. Of course, I went in that Wednesday, and it was the 75th anniversary for Batman. So I went in there. I totally forgot about it. Went in there, and it was pretty busy. And they gave us a few cool little things like this cool Batman mask that you see here. Of course, they don't fit with my glasses on, so I'll take them off. And this is pretty cool. So you get this cool little mask there. And then you also get, they were talking about a cape. What they told me was they didn't have the capes because they ordered it, but their distributor somehow messed up on that, and they lost, or they had to reorder them again, and it won't be here until next week. So maybe I'll go grab a cape for next week. But you get this cool little Batman cowl, little mask here. There's also a Sunny Day special issue for issue 27, or was it 22nd? Either 27, I think it's 27, for Batman Detective Comics, which I totally forgot, didn't pick up, so I didn't get that one. But it's okay. I'll buy it anyways because I'm intrigued in that the Icarus storyline so far. So I'll be picking it up whenever it comes up. But it's a cool look into the book. I think it was like 27 or 60 something pages in it. So we'll see some pretty cool stuff. Hopefully, if you read it, don't say anything because I still want to read it. But anyways, let's get to the comic books. This week, of course, like I said, I didn't get much. There's still a lot, but not as much as last week. Last week had a pretty good books that came out last week. This week is a little bit more mash, but that's okay. I mean, just like every comic book, it has ups and downs. So, first off is, of course, from Marvel, and this, of course, is part of their 100th anniversary books. There's the Spider-Man one, Fantastic Four one, and what was the other one? X-Men, and then I think this is the last one, or maybe there's one more, but this one is the Avengers book, and you get to see some pretty cool, pretty weird drawings in here, but this is the variant cover for that one, so it's an okay read. You get Rogue, you get Doctor Strange, and Bill, but other than that, this is probably the weakest one. I said X-Men was, but this one is probably one of the weaker ones that I read, that out of the four so far. So next up is all new Ultimates. Of course, this is the team between Ultimate Spider-Man, which is Miles Morales, not Ultimate Spider-Man, but Miles Morales. You have Cloak and Dagger. Who was the other? Bombardier, or I don't remember, but and then Spider-Woman, and of course this is just a continuation of that, so I won't go into too much about that. Next up is this is New Ultimates issue 5. So it has a pretty cool cover. You can see it actually makes a skull face. So next up is the Original Sin, Thor and Loki, 10th Realm issue 2, and of course this is one of the bigger issues that I said from last week. You had some pretty cool story with the 10th realm, and then Thor having a sister, and then you get more details of that in here. If pretty much less off from, if you remember what happened, they actually enter the Loki and Thor. They actually enter the 10th realm, and in this one they're pretty much fighting for their lives because they call them I forgot what they're called, like the lowly son of Zeus or something like that, or not Zeus, the son of Odin, and I guess they just don't like him. Next up is Secret Origins issue 4, and of course these are stories on characters. Of course, Secret Origins or origin stories. This one has Harley Quinn, is of course from the cover. You have Green Arrow and Damien, which Damien one is pretty cool. Pretty good read. The Harley one is okay, and the Green Arrow, I guess I'm not a big fan of Green Arrow. Even the show, I thought the show was really good, but at the same time, I'm not a big fan of Green Arrow. Next up is Red Lantern issue 33, and of course, this one's more of a somewhat relaxed issue. You have Guy Gardner trying to seek help from the Green Lanterns because it's pretty much a mess with Atrocious back, and now with Kara gone. Because if you remember the storyline between Kara and the Red Lanterns is the last book she got rid of the Red Lantern rings, so she's gone. And this one's pretty much like more of a kind of relaxed issue, more a low key issue. He's just pretty much Guy Gardner's pretty much asking for help, and hopefully the Green Lanterns will help him out because Atrocious probably mess him up pretty bad. Next up is Storm issue 1. This is actually a pretty cool issue. This actually picks up. I don't remember. Well, I guess I should say pickups, but she is now the leader of the academy, and she's pretty much. This is about her, Storm herself, and you have her helping out villages, and then they're pretty much getting attacked or getting hit by storms and things like that, and she's just pretty much just helping out, and you get a little bit of the students and Hank, which is Beast, and they get a little bit of cool dialogue, but it sounds pretty cool so far. It should have been in one of my top 3s, but the other 3 books I think are just a little bit over that. So pretty cool read. Anyways, I think it's a pretty good pickup if you want to read more about Storm. I guess she's gotten so many like her old stories, but they just don't last that long. I did get to see a few books that my cousin gave me. There was like a 1 through 6 or something. It's probably in the 2000 something, maybe 2002, 2003 books. So I guess she's getting some more. Hopefully it lasts a little longer than the other books, or whatever that is. But anyways, moving on. New 52's Futures End, issue 12. Pretty cool stuff in this one. You have, of course, Frankenstein and Hawkman. Somehow they've gone to a different dimension. So they don't know where they are. You also have, I think, who else was in this one? Oh yeah, then you also have a look at what happens 35 years from now. So we haven't really seen what happened 35 years from now. We just know that bad things are going to happen. We actually see like a glimpse of what is going on in 35 years. So it gets more interesting, I guess. Still, it's, like I said, I wish they'd gone more key characters, I guess, but so far, I think the Hawkman and Frankenstein storyline is pretally cool. And then we also get a look at, like I said, the future, 35 years from here. So that is pretty much it. You actually have 3 of my top 3, of course. Like I said, this is a pretty short week. Not much out this week. I was about to get Batman. I didn't see Batman Eternal again, so I think they just have to order them or something like that. And because I saw the ones that I missed for the last 2 weeks, I didn't really pick them up yet. Maybe I'll go tomorrow and pick them up because there is, if you're in the Minnesota or in the St. Paul, Minneapolis area, Captain Jack's is a store that I usually frequently, not frequently, but I go after once in a while. They are having a sale that's, I think, going through, started yesterday until the 31st. Back issues, 25% off wall books. Buy one trade or hardcover and get the second one half free or something, or half off or something like that. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, I'll be there tomorrow. Maybe I'll pick up Batman Eternal 16, 15, and 14. So and of course I need more backing boards anyways. But anyways, I'm getting off topic here. 3 books that I really enjoyed, of course, this week. The first one is Supreme Blue Rose, issue 1 from Image Comics. It has lovely artwork and a really weird story, I guess. You have this lady here. I don't remember what her name is, but I guess you still really don't know what she does. From the looks of it, she's a reporter or an investigator, a journalist, I guess, one of those. And now she's getting paid to find out these weird, kind of like supernatural. I shouldn't say supernatural. Well, it could be supernatural. It could be just weird things that are happening across the world. And she is her employer is this guy who kind of knows what is going to happen. As it's a weird book, but at the same time, it's got me hooked because I'm like, oh, I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going to happen next. I want to know, the world that she's in. It looks like Earth, but at the same time, we don't know yet. You have this cool opening scene where I think she's dreaming about, or she's telling about her dream, and she dreamt that this guy is there and he's talked to her, and something about Saturn Princess is here and all that. It's just weird, but at the same time, it's an awesome read and an awesome artwork. And like I said, I really want to see what's going to happen next. Really, really do. and like I said, a lot of these Image books are getting. I guess I'm enjoying a lot of them lately. Like I think Image, it's also Shudder. Shudder's a pretty cool a book to read, and a few other books I can't remember off the top of my head. But like I said, one of the cooler books, and I freaking love I love the artwork. That's all I'm saying. Next up is Batman and Robin issue 33. This one follows up from Robin Rises Omega. If you read that last week, you have Darkseid's group, Apocalypse. They came out here and they came to Earth and they took the little crystal and pretty much Robin himself, or not his casket, and I guess he's in there too. And then you have Batman pretty much going crazy, and it picks up right after that. So I don't know if that Batman Robin Rises Omega was just a one shot, and probably was just a great way to kind of tell everything. All the story that's leading up to here at this moment. So in this one, you have Batman pretty much going crazy. You have the Justice League trying to stop him, and he's just going bonkers. He's like, I'm going to go get Damian back or Robin back, and he's pretty much taking on the Justice League himself. And he goes up into the Watchtower, gets out his bat suit that they pretty much built for him because they know that he's only a flesh and blood, and he could get killed pretty easily. So they built him this cool bat suit, with Superman, building it in the sun. Wonder Woman using her godly things. It's just pretty much every Justice League character has tinkered with the suit to put it together for Batman. And he talks, he's pretty much gone crazy, and he's, you pretty much can't stop him. He kind of knows that if he goes there by himself, he's going to die. So he kind of backs off from that for a bit, and then he talks to Superman, and it's a pretty cool read. So, like I said, Batman has gone pretty much off the deep end in the Batman and Robin series. So, pretty cool stuff. Next up is Superman issue 33, and of course, it follows up from the Superman 32 books. You have pretty much Ulysses, who is the new, kind of like a Superman 2, Superman type character who has been there to Earth, who's been pretty much shot to Earth, the only survivor of his race and all that stuff. So pretty much Superman. And pretty much you get a little bit more backstory on Ulysses, and you find out that his parents are still alive, and it just ends at that part. So it looks like he was built on Earth or made on Earth. Maybe he is a human, but and then you'll see a little bit of him trying to be normal because Clark is like he knows that Clark is Superman, but he's asking he's like, why do you wear this normal clothes and your glasses and things like that. He's like, I just have to blend in. You have to blend in because you don't want to know who they are, the people to know who you are. And then he goes out, wearing just a Clark's clothes with a sweater and pants and and he's just trying to be normal, and he's kind of failing at it, but so pretty cool stuff. Like I said, so far it's been pretty good for the Superman issues here, so I'm pretty happy with that. And that's pretty much it for the new books. So we'll just quickly go through lightning round here, go through a few of these back issues that I was able to get. First off is the Spectacular Spider-Man issue 60. Right there. Also have Batman issue 442, which is the first, not the first appearance of Tim Drake, but the first appearance of Tim Drake wearing the Robin suit, and of course he's in the front there. We have X-Force. I actually bought two of these, which is kind of stupid, but I kind of messed up on that. X-Force issue 1. Then I have X-Men 193, which is a solo appearance of Firestar in the X-Men series. Fortunately, the comic book store that I usually go to, they don't have a lot of the older books. I was kind of looking for to see if I could find a few of the older books. They kind of have like 193 and up only, so wanted some more books, but that's all I can get so far. Next up is Earth 2, issue 6. I gotta change these bags. These bags are in raw shape. Earth 2, issue 8. And issue 7. Next up is Batman and the Outsiders, issue 11. This is actually the origin tale of Katana, and of course, with Katana coming out for On Arrow, you see a bump in The Brave and the Bold, which is at 200. So I actually bought that before it super went up. So now it's probably a little bit more expensive. Not by much though. Next up is Superman, the Man of Steel, issue 1. There you go. Also have Wonder Woman, issue 105. Got it up there for you guys. DC Comics presents Superman and Supergirl. This is actually issue, it's blocked. But they do have issues on them too. Maybe there's one 86. There you go. It's actually on the little sticker that they have up there. Crisis on Infinite Earth, issue 12. So have X-Force, issue 8. Wonder Woman, issue 111. X-Force issue issue 1. This one is not as good of a shape as that one, the one that I bought from my local comic store. This one actually I bought from the internets, the eBays. So this one's a little bit more of a rough shape. This one's actually a very fine. You could probably be, I could say it's a very fine. The head doesn't have much going on the cover except for little bits of, I don't know, it's like a brown spot on the side of the spine. So, Azrael, issue 1, book 1, I should say. So that Wonder Woman, issue 92. And also Batman and the Outsiders, issue 12, which is the second part of Katana's origin story. And Shazam, the Power, not Shazam, but the Power Shazam, issue 1. And next up is The Amazing Spider-Man issue 265. I bet you I have this book. I think I do have this book because I feel like I've seen the picture, and I remember going through all those books that my cousin gave me, and I think I might have had this book already. I should have probably looked it up before I bought it. But and then last but not least is DC Comics presents Superman and Power Girl. This is actually issue 56. And no, I did not buy it for $24. If I did, I would probably never bought it. Anyways, that's a little bit too pricey for me for a book that it doesn't have much weight for it. So, unfortunately, like I said, I don't have any cool books. I do have one special book coming in from eBay that I purchased. I was hopefully it would come in today, but it didn't. So it probably won't get to me until next week. So maybe I'll show it off for the new comic books of the week, and hopefully, like I said, I'm still bidding on some books too. We'll see how that works out. I tend to kind of try to buy everything, like buy it now, and not bid. But sometimes you get some pretty cool books when you bid at a pretty good price. So I'm trying to do bidding now and not just buy it now, unless it's a book that I know that I probably won't win at all, and I'll just buy it now. But anyways, like I said, I'll be heading to the comic book store tomorrow with to Captain Jack's. If you're in that St. Paul, Minneapolis area, it's up in Bloomington. Of course, you can Google it, and then head over there because they have some pretty cool books. You find some pretty cool books, and like I said, they're back issues for $1. It goes until the 31st, so you have a few days, or you got till next week, is it, to buy it, to go and visit it. So, like I said, it's perfect place to just stock up on, books that that aren't expensive. They do have some pretty expensive books there too, and it's a pretty cool, they call it wall books. And so, hopefully, if you guys watch this and you guys in the area, head over there and buy it because. They, like I said, they have 50-cent books there. They have dollar books, dollar issues, or pretty much the inside stuff, unless it's priced at like $5 or something. I think it said it's like 50% off. But anyways, this is kind of dragging way too long. Like always, don't forget to like my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave some comments on the bottom there about comic books, video games, whatever you guys want to talk about. You can talk to me about it. Anyways, hopefully you guys, including there's San Diego Comic-Con, whoever's going up there, you guys are lucky. I can't take airplanes, so I can't get in an airplane, so if I have to go up to San Diego or any place else, it would have to be on a car. So anyways, I'll see everybody next week.